WWE TLC is this Sunday, and as of this recording, there's a total of 6 matches scheduled for the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. How's it going, everybody? My name is SCS Vince, and we're going to be predicting the matches for this Sunday's TLC. The first match we got to look forward to is a chairs match between Kalisto and Baron Corbin. As of right now, I don't have a clear favorite as to who will win this chairs match, but because it is a chairs match, I feel like that gives Kalisto just a little bit of a chance to walk away with the victory. It won't make Baron Corbin look too bad if they do a pretty cool spot using the chairs. I have no idea what they have up their sleeves, but I'm gonna go with Kalisto getting the W in this contest between the two superstars. I feel like if Kalisto wins, it gives Baron Corbin reasons and motives to continue the feud, and maybe the feud isn't over. I don't think it's just a one-off match between them two that blows off at TLC. I think it's gonna continue for a couple more weeks, so I got Kalisto going over. Next up, we got a no disqualification match between Nikki Bella and Carmella. Now, there's not any locks in this pay-per-view, but I'm fairly certain that Carmella's going to walk away with the victory. Let me explain. Now, last pay-per-view match they had, I don't remember. I think it was No Mercy that they had their pay-per-view match, and Nikki Bella walked away with the victory. I think that because of that, I think Carmella should walk away with the victory on Sunday. Plus, she was the one that got beat down on SmackDown Live this past Tuesday, so that gives more reason for Carmella to walk away with the victory. And when Nikki Bella got attacked at Survivor Series and got replaced by Natalya, we still haven't found out who attacked her, so I think that's gonna come to fruition just a little bit on Sunday. And I have Natalya being the surprise culprit because she had the most to gain by having Nikki Bella be taken out of the match. It's in her home country. She was the quote-unquote coach, so I have her being the reason why Nikki Bella walks away, taking the L, doing the job for Carmella. So I got Carmella walking away victorious in this contest, and a future feud between Nikki Bella and Natalya. So I'm looking forward to that. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships will be put on the line as Heath Slater and Rhino defend their titles against the new Wyatt family, the tandem of Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And in my personal opinion, I feel like Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt should walk away with the titles. I think they should be your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I feel like that will add more storyline perspective, to their current plot that they're telling. The story that they're telling is that Randy Orton just joined the Wyatt family and he's an obedient slave to Bray Wyatt, and winning the tag titles will go a long way to prove his allegiance to Bray. And once that continues, I feel like them losing the titles will be a nice way to lead to a blow-off match between the two superstars somewhere down the line. I don't think it's anywhere near the time to split up the new Wyatt family. I feel like Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt should get the titles, and I feel like Rhino and Slater had kind of run their course as tag team champions. Of course, they're going to get their rematch, but I don't think they should win back the titles. I think we're done. I feel like them winning the titles was a great way to get Heath Slater on SmackDown, and it was an audible they called, and I liked it. But as of right now, I feel like they should drop the titles to Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Plus, the team who beats Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt for the tag titles will look amazing and incredible in a victory against them. So I have the new Wyatt family walking away with the victory, and I am going to go on a limb and say Luke Harper, with shenanigans involved, somehow distracts Rhino and Slater and costs them the victory at the pay-per-view. So, new Wyatt family are your new tag team champions. The final chapter of the Miz and Dolph Ziggler Intercontinental Championship rivalry will be written at TLC in the ladder match. Now, I know these guys are going to put on a great match, and knowing Dolph Ziggler, even if he loses, he's going to put on an amazing performance. I'm still shocked and surprised that The Miz actually walked away with IC Championship on SmackDown a couple weeks back. I firmly believe that the right choice would have been for Dolph Ziggler to keep his title and try to defend it against Sami Zayn. I felt like that would have been a great match that a lot of fans would have really looked forward to seeing. but I'm gonna lean with Dolph getting the title back just because The Miz won't take a pin. Dolph Ziggler lost via cheating methods thanks to Maurice on SmackDown a couple weeks back. So I think it's only fair and right that Dolph Ziggler finally puts this behind him with a victory and the IC title around his waist again. I think that The Miz can go into another program and he doesn't need the title. I think he's done enough for the Intercontinental Championship right now and elevated it, and he's done that. I can't take that away from him. He's really elevated that title. But I want Dolph Ziggler to hold on to it because he could go into a program with Kalisto, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, somebody. I feel like Dolph Ziggler needs to carry on that IC Championship in the same way that Sasha Banks now needed to carry the Raw Women's Championship. So I got Dolph Ziggler going over this Sunday for personal reasons. As you see right here on the screen in front of you, we have the women's champion Becky Lynch defending her title against Alexa Bliss in a tables match. This is going to be bonkers. I can't wait for these two gals to go at it and go and outdo a lot of the Raw women, or Sasha and Charlotte, however you want to see it. I can't wait for this match. But I feel like Becky Lynch is going to retain her title. I don't think there's no way she drops it to Alexa Bliss. I feel like the only reason why they did the whole spot where her foot was on the rope and while she was tapping was so they gives her an excuse to have a rematch and have this TLC rematch. I feel like Carmella winning against Nikki Bella, she's the next obvious #1 contender to Becky Lynch, and maybe it leads to a triple threat match between all three, Carmella, Becky, and Alexa, somewhere down the line, maybe at Royal Rumble for Becky's SmackDown Women's Championship. But I feel like Becky Lynch walking away with the title, it's a pretty safe bet. So I'm going to go with Becky Lynch on Sunday. But these girls are going to tear the house down. I can't wait to see their tables match. And finally, we have the main event as my favorite wrestler on SmackDown Live, AJ Styles, defends his World Heavyweight Championship against the very pesky Dean Ambrose in a TLC match. Now, as much as my tone may suggest that I dislike Dean Ambrose, I'm just kind of done with the Dean Ambrose goofy character. When Dean Ambrose is serious and ready to go, I like him and he's good. He's good on the mic, he's good in the ring, he does great stuff. But when he does too much comedy shit like he's done the last couple weeks with AJ, it's kind of made this match feel non-important really. And it really should be because it's for the world title. I feel like James Ellsworth really has made this a very comedy match, and to the point where like the IC title feels more like a serious title, like a more serious situation than the actual World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously in this match, I feel like the only lock in this entire pay-per-view is AJ Styles going over and retaining his world title. There's really no way Dean Ambrose picks up the win, and AJ's eliminated James Ellsworth from the equation. As we saw on SmackDown, he destroyed him with a Styles Clash on the outside, and looks to be down for the count. I don't think we'll see a James Ellsworth spot whatsoever, and if he does show up, I think he's going to end up costing Dean Ambrose the match, not AJ Styles. I feel like maybe that's a way for Dean Ambrose to go into something with James Ellsworth in the meantime, you know, just until he goes into maybe an IC title program or goes into a program with Baron Corbin or the Wyatts. I don't know. The point is that Dean Ambrose versus AJ has to end at TLC. AJ needs to move on to bigger and better things. Hopefully the rumored Royal Rumble program match between him and Undertaker. I would love to see heel AJ Styles versus current Undertaker. I think that'd be great television. But for this Sunday, as TLC is concerned, the winner of the TLC match and still your world champion will be AJ Styles. I'm SCS Vince, guys. I'm out of here. Peace.